Why am I muted? I was muted. I can't believe it. That whole time I was muted. Guys, we got a big show for you today. Welcome. Welcome to the show. We are going to be talking some accessories for the 705, but let's just call it portable antennas because it could be literally for any QRP rig, any portable rig you want it to be. So, yeah, this one is cool. I literally. Yeah, I just figured that out. Thanks. I got it handled. I hope. Okay. So, guys, I literally have this thing hooked up to a binding post with a hunk of, I don't know, 20, 30 feet of wire that's just draped across the living room there. And we're going to see how it tunes. I don't have a counterpoise on it. I don't have anything. So anyway, let's go to the camera here, or camera number 2, and see who's in the stream today. Good morning. Hey, I also just want to let you guys know the super chat window is open if you guys want to get in on that. That'll get you to the front of the bus, so to speak. And from Jason Ham Radio 2.0, go ahead and hit the like button. I've got 10 likes right now, 36 people on the stream. Let's make it 36 to 40 likes right now. Bam, 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 bam. Smash it, babies. All right. Let's see from Ryan Corey. Hit that like button even before the show starts. Yeah. I like you, my friend. My brother Todd from the islands is the first one to give the thumbs up. Thank you, Todd. And let's move that back down to where it belongs. Let's see. The clock has run out. Good afternoon. No audio. Yeah, damn it. That's you know what? Live television. What? Or I guess, okay, live video. I guess I'm giving myself not enough credit because television sucks these days. Those guys, they can't produce their way out of a paper bag with all the millions of dollars they have, and they got guys sitting in their living rooms doing the news. It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. Give me a little water there. Okay. Somebody just got on Wires X there on YouTubers and told me that I have no audio, or I had no audio. Hopefully it's fixed. I see the audio levels are up now. I don't know what happened. Technical difficulties. Let's see the no code tech. 2 things I'm waiting to go away on YouTube. What are no code tech? What are the 2 things that you're waiting to go away on YouTube? I don't know. If it's me, you could just turn it off. Whatever works for the 705 will work for my G90. Yes, Todd, that's the thing. Is everything we're going to talk about today will work, whether you're still rocking your KX3, your G90, your 5105, a mountain topper. This stuff, well, with the exception of the matte 705, which is made specifically for the 705, but I I see that Vibraplex has like a whole line of these matte looking antenna tuners, portable antenna tuners. And things that I really like about this is it is very, very small, very, very simple. So anyway, does anybody have anything for the good of the order before we get started here? Ron says, I deserve the likes. Thank you, my friend. Let's see. Moved out of California in September. Don't miss it at all. Yeah, we're having some issues here with the big move. We're still planning it. We're gonna get out, but we can't find a place that we like, that we can afford and like. That's the operative word. What we can afford and what we like. I guess we like $1 million properties, but we can only afford about 500,000. And I know a lot of you guys around the rest of the country are going, are you freaking kidding me? $500,000. Now, guys, I want you to know that I bought this house 32 years ago for $240,000, and the values have just gone through the roof, and it's worth about 800 some odd thousand now. I could never afford to buy this house again. Luckily, I won't have to. But where we're looking to move, the prices are getting to be like California because all these people are moving out of here, moving there. They're paying cash for houses. It is just freaking crazy. And we've got the first of these super chats for the day. My brother Todd over in the islands, he gets it. Watch my 6, vote Republican. Thank you. Thank you, Todd. Let's see. Do I think the AT1 will work on the 705? From Bernard. Yes, I believe that the AT1 will work on 705. I think it comes with a BNC. I don't know. I haven't used the AT1, and now I have to decline this call because I put it on silent. So now what does it do? It rings through to it rings through to the computer. Unbelievable. You gotta love it. You gotta love technology. One of the things, Bernard, that we are going to look at is the AX1. This is the little stand. I don't have the AT1, but I might end up getting one of those. Let's see. Life and Death, a friend of mine from here's a long one here. Was chief broadcast engineer for the home station of one of the big three. Used to joke that his job was to hold up the please stand by card every time something went down. Yeah, well, I kind of feel like that around here sometimes. And from, let's see, hang on, purchased 10 acres in a home in Arizona from GEM in February. Prices are going up. Yep, yes they are. And Christiana, thank you. Very cool. Very good. Very good. N6KV. Hey, Bob, chilly here last night. 24 degrees. You know what? I'll deal with it. I will definitely deal with it. Hey, guys, let's get started here. And thank you, Christiana. Let's get started here. The first big thing that I want to go through, because I know you guys are waiting for it, and I don't want this thing to go on and on and on and on. Literally, I have a binding post on the back of this, and I have another cable that is running to the 705. It also comes with a COM cable, and this is supplied. This is a good quality cable. The COM cable goes right there into the antenna tuner port on the radio. So we'll put the radio there. We'll turn this on, and let's go find a new band. And now remember, I've got about 20 feet of wire, and literally this piece of wire is on the floor and just draped over a grandfather clock in the other room. So I want you to see that tune light that's going on there. And now it's tuned. This thing will literally tune a fish. I could hook a freaking fish up to the end of this thing, and it will work. I am amazed at this tuner. I tried this thing one time. Tried it one time just to see if it would work at all with just a piece of wire on a binding post. And look, guys, I don't even have a counterpoise on there. Now, let's go back to camera number 3. Take a quick look at the SWR on this. Hello. Oh, whoa. And would you look at that, the SWR, which, whoa, okay, I guess it doesn't like that. So anyway, holding the mat 705 so the binding post is away from everything. Now, yep, you see it went through the roof now, because it's now it's touching everything. And if I pick it up, it goes away. So we'll put that there for the moment. That'll keep it off the That'll keep it off the deck. That's all we need to do is keep it off the deck. And let's see. Nope. That ain't it. Okay, now it's working. Probably because and let's go here. Let's see if it works. You can hear it. Man. No. That didn't work. That didn't work at all. So, let's get out of here. And let's go down the band and let's see if we can't get this thing to tune. All right. No, you see, it's. I think it. Both of them need to turn green. Yeah, you see, SWR's through the roof on there. Okay, so 80 meters. It ain't gonna like 80 meters, but. Okay, so now both of them are lit. So it shows that it is tuned. Yes, Thomas, I know I am the counterpoise now because I'm holding this. And that's fine. I can be the counterpoise for this experiment. And now the SWR on the radio is very, very low. You can see the second one from the bottom. And let's see. Yep, okay. And a little bit more now because I'm holding things and I'm doing it weird. I'm fairly certain I'm not getting out anywhere. Not with this piece of wire. Here's the beautiful thing. Turn the power off and the radio stays tuned. Or the radio is still fooled into thinking that it's tuned. So this, I'll tell you what, my friends, if you're looking for a good tuner for this thing, I think this is a fantastic little tuner. I'm very, very happy with it. I mean, literally, it is tuning. Let me grab it here and just pull it in. Maybe. Yeah, here it comes. Okay. Here's my piece of wire. That's it. That was what it was tuning. And I just threw it out. Let's see if it tunes again. Yeah, look at that. Still kind of likes it. And we'll go up to, let's go up to the top of the band. And it likes it again. So, very, very cool. Let's go catch up. Let's see. Let's catch up with some of the chat here. Lance Taylor was going to go get that HHJ 360. Okay. I don't know about an HHJ 360, but Lance, I have an HFJ 350M. This is the Comet antenna, and this was, oh, how much was it? It says $109. I think I paid more than that from HRO. And guys, don't waste your money. This thing is a pain in the ass, and it is not an effective antenna. I'll tell you what, this is a 5-watt dummy load. And I think the 5-watt dummy load does just about as good. Hey, look, no SWR. Yeah, I used this last week. I got a video coming out very quickly. I think next week's video, or one of them. And this little guy here, yeah, this is a big disappointment. I would recommend, if you're looking at one of these, keep looking. Don't waste your money with that one. MFJ has one. I don't know what that's called, but fairly similar kind of thing. Elecraft has the AX1 antenna, and along with the AX1 is the AT1, and this is the AX1. This is the little stand which I got originally for let's go back to camera 3 here. I originally got it for this one here, and I had to make this god awful mount to go on this thing, and it did not work right. Never worked right. But when I'm in the field, I play with my Abri antenna, and this thing, I got this in. It comes with a straight BNC on here, and I got these cool little right angle deals here, and we'll put them on. And the Abri works really, really well with this. Now, the only thing you're going to see is it does tend to fall down. So this little clip here, this deal from Elecraft, keeps it nice and steady. And we'll turn it up this way. And so that, man, this thing works wonders. Now, this was 20 something bucks. You could probably make something fairly inexpensive if you have any kind of machining skills at all. You could probably make yourself something very, very similar for just a couple of dollars. So, but this one was clean. It actually came with this right angle adapter here. I've got some other right angle adapters. I got one here on the back of there. So anyway, lots and lots of other cool things that we're going. Here's one that I've tested. I did a preliminary test, just a real quick test in the backyard. I didn't get to deploy this on my last Moda because I was in a place with no trees. This is another antenna from Vibraplex called their Trail Friendly 40, 20, and 10 meter antenna. This thing is very, very light. It's a 49-to-1 transformer there, all set up pretty much for a KX3, a Zaiju, anything with a BNC end. And it is an end fed, but the feed end is at the end of the antenna, and that's also what you wrap up the antenna with, is the impedance end. Kind of cool. I haven't done much testing with it, but man, this is a no tuner antenna. 41 or 42 feet of wire on this. It is tunable. You could cut it, or you can just retune it. And I chose to retune it so I can make it very, very long if I want. Let's see. Here we have from WindCamp. And this, my friends, this is probably one of the best devices I have seen yet for the 705. I will tell you right now, if you plan on using the 705 in the field at all, you want to get one of these. I haven't seen them on Amazon, but they were on eBay. It's a WindCamp deal. KX3 owners, you will remember WindCamp. So anyway, it comes with everything you see here. It comes with the cable. It comes with its own grounding knob, which will stick in there, and that's the stock ground knob or grounding screw from the 705. It hooks up to a SO239 on the top. On the other side here is its own grounding post, so you can run your counterpoise off of that side there and screw it in, or do it like a banana clip over here. This thing, when it's cranked down, you can actually use this as a little stand that'll help keep your 705 at an angle here, much easier to look at. So if you put just a little bit of weight on that, like say from an antenna or something under it, that'll keep that 705 at a really let's see if I can bring camera number 2 down here. So it'll bring that kind of at that really crap. Nope, that ain't gonna work. Okay, camera number 2 has to go back up there because I don't have enough cable. Anyway, those were kind of the things that I wanted to show you. Oh, let's see, one more antenna. Let's come back here. I got this one, another BNC mount. Stubby 2-meter 440 antenna on Amazon. Garbage, guys. Don't waste your $9 on this antenna. I will leave. Well, actually, I'm not going to really bother with too many links for this stuff because I've got another proper video coming out where I'm going to go through this stuff, what's in my bag. But I do have one more. This is the protection bag that I bought for my 705. And this thing fits like a glove. It's Molly construction, so you can stick it on another backpack. You can do whatever. But man, this thing is really nice. Let me break this one so I can get that off. Take the antenna off. We'll turn you off. Now, the one thing about this case is this case here will only fit your 705. But man, it is nice and tight in there. That was perfect for rolling around in the top box of the motorcycle. That was freaking awesome. So, and then all of the accessories, including my microphone, all of this stuff in here, the portable antenna, the abri, I fold the abri up, the WinCamp side case here, the Mat 705, my cables, everything. All fits in this little medical pouch, leftover medical pouch. Probably a couple of dollars on whatever site you want to go to. So between this and this, that is my portable setup that I take with me. This bag and this bag, and I have everything I need to run my 705. Let's see. Let's go back to camera number 2, and we'll come look at some of the comments here. We'll see what is going on. Fat Fingers, the Comet 350, 705. Yeah, okay. Don't buy that Comet 350. That thing is a piece of junk. I blew my money on it. But you know what? That's what I do. I do that kind of thing so you guys don't have to make the same mistakes that I make. I make them for you. Let's see. From Radio Oklahoma. Noob in the ham world. Why do hams put DE before signing their call sign? DE is a shorthand term for from. And it comes from the everything we do, all the QSL, QRO, QRP, all of these little terms that you hear in ham radio come from the CW world when CW reigned supreme back in the 20s and the 30s, the 1920s and 1930s, 100 years ago. CW was used throughout the world, both hams and for business, like in the shipping world. And they made up a bunch of shorthand terms. So those were some of the shorthand terms, and that was one of them. Hi meant joking. DE was from. 7-3 meant best regards. What was it? 88 was like hugs and kisses if you were talking to your spouse back then. Is what it is. Hope that answered your question, my friend. Let's see. It means in French. DE, it means from in French. Oh, well, maybe that's what it means. Okay. Oh, you guys already answered that. So I guess I should just look at this shit. Let's see. I have an abri for my my UV5R, but it's not BNC from Lance. Yeah. I was gonna get the abri for my radios, but I don't generally use a Baofeng in my everyday life, and all of the Japanese manufacturers have the I guess it's it's reverse from a Baofeng. This is the female that's on the radio, and the male end, or the end that's got the little stickum, is on the antenna. Let's see. Would an adapter work? I tried ordering MFJ apartment antenna for 103 gigaparts. Tried to charge me 148 for shipping. I told him to stick it. Yeah. Yeah, Todd. I don't know, man. Shipping's getting to be kind of strange with the whole COVID thing. Lance Taylor. Yeah, I bought that angle bracket thinking it could hold an antenna, but I doubt it. Yeah. Lance, think about something like this for the abri. Even a small HF antenna. I guess the Elecraft antenna is much smaller in diameter than the Comet. It probably works better than the Comet. Maybe. I don't know. I haven't used the Elecraft antenna either. Maybe I'll get a hold of one of those, and I'll do and the MFJ, and I will do one of these collapsible telescopic antenna shootouts like I did with the mag loops a few years back. Let me know. Thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up if you want to see that. Let's see. Wow, is that the whole radio? Yes, that is the whole radio. That was it in a nutshell. And I'm not doing the radio review yet. That will be in another whole video. Ordered the dust cover for the 705 from eBay. Thanks for the info. You know, I wanted something more than just a bag, a plastic bag to put the thing in. I literally, and we'll go to camera number 3. I literally wanted something so, and it's in here. So I could drop it if it dropped, if it got banged around in the back of, on the back of the motorcycle, it's gonna be okay. This thing is made for a very expensive camera lens. So I trust it with this radio. I guess I should have called this I Dropped My 705 over and over and over again. Let's see. The Abri. Yes, and this is the short Abri. This is the short one. I tried to find the long one. I couldn't find a long one. So, got the short one instead. Does the 705 interface well with MacLogger DX? Ooh, such a good question. I have not been able to get my 705 to interface well with my Mac. Period. The 70 or the MacLogger DX has settings for the 705, but and I kind of quit and went on to other things. I haven't been able to get the 705 to work on the Mac. Period. Yet. I was going to call Don Agro, he's the owner of MacLogger, and see if he's had any luck or knows anybody who has. Because I would like to do that. I really would. Now I have some junk to give away. Save it for another video. Yes. Well, you know, I've kind of already messed up this antenna. Screwing around with, let's see, the bottom half. It's already, you know, I kind of, we'll go to camera 3. I kind of marred it up. Boogered it up a little bit. Oh well. It is what it is. I'm not easy on my gear. I go out and I use my gear. I consider these things tools, and tools sometimes I don't intentionally beat the shit out of them, but occasionally things get the shit beat out of them when I'm using them. So it is what it is. People have to make it cop proof for me. Let's see. The tuners just ordered the Vibraplex Mat 705 for the ICOM 705. Yeah, I'll tell you what. So far, let me pull that off and pull. Now I have a pile of parts. Just a tangled pile of parts all over here. So let me pull this off. Very, very impressed with this so far. It is fast. You could turn it off once you get it tuned, and it holds the tune right where you are. It's wide enough that you could kind of chase guys with it. So you don't always have to be the chasee. You can chase with it. But I've also got the 705 to work with my Elecraft amp with the built-in tuner. So literally I can hook that up and it can be a desktop radio, and it will be. I think I'm going to sell my 7300 now. And it still remains to be seen if I'm going to sell the KX3 and the PX3. But between those two things, those would be some great deals if somebody's looking. Let's see. No Code Tech asks, do I have any advice for someone building a ham shack? Yeah. Don't go crazy. Don't think you've got to have everything right now. If you're brand new, if you're not doing CW, don't go run out and buy $100 or a $300 CW key, unless I guess unless you really want to. Likewise, if you're just starting out right now and you don't even know if you like different aspects of ham radio, obviously you like ham radio enough, or some aspects of it enough, to get on this stream, enough to watch some videos. You've got some kind of an interest. That is so cool. Go with the interests and go with what you can do easily right now and learn from. If you're and I have no idea what you're into, but I went out when I got licensed and I wanted to get the Shack in the Box, and I did. And I got a used Yaesu 897. And it was an okay radio. And it kind of did everything. It did 2 meters, 440 and HF. But I soon found out that it really wasn't the radio for me. And it didn't do things that I later decided I wanted to learn to do. So I ended up buying a ICOM 9100. And then somebody made me a really good deal on a 7600. Yeah, 7600. And then my uncle made me a smoking deal on the Elecraft K line. I would have never been able to afford this without my uncle cutting me such a huge deal on this thing. And so I have bought most of my stuff secondhand. I bought the K3S new when they updated it. I sold my original K3 that my uncle set me up with, along with all this other stuff, and that paid for about half of this. So this was literally the first new radio that I ever bought, and I had it built for me. Since then I've gotten very much into this, and now I buy, doing this, I gotta buy everything that comes out on the market, because I'm doing it for you guys. So thumbs up for that. 83 people on the stream, 45 thumbs up. How about a thumbs up for me spending all my money so I can warn you when stuff is shit and you don't want to buy it for I think this was $120. Now this is worth it. A no tune antenna, or a no tuner antenna, and that was considerably less than the Comet antenna. But here's the thing. It's a wire antenna, 40 feet of wire. I need to have a place to hang that wire. And where I went this last weekend, and you're going to see the videos will be coming up. I had no trees around me. So I couldn't use it. And I wanted to. I really did. But did some cool stuff. It was a very, very cool setup on the bike. Let's see. But the name of the game, guys, is have fun with this. Get out there, operate, stay at home and operate, whatever you want to do. Just get on the air, have a good time, and learn. Oh, look at this. We've got a couple of them. My brother Dennis here. Thanks for the tips and accessory reviews for the 705. And I haven't even done the reviews yet. I will have, Dennis, my friend, I will have a full review of the Matt 705. I will take you through the whole thing. In that review, I will also do a review of this 40, 20, and 10 meter trail-friendly antenna. Well, I will actually do a review of the HF350 and I will review the WindCamp. All these things will be coming up. Future episodes of K6UDA Radio. Let's see. Lance Taylor. Thank you for the super chat, my friend. Thanks for all the information. Check out my setup on Twitter. VA6LAT. Got my ham plates yesterday. Nice, dude. That is freaking awesome. I have California ham plates. I'm debating whether I'm even going to try to. I was going to put them on my Jeep because I don't drive the truck very often and put commercial plates back on the truck. I don't even know how long I'm going to be here in this state, so I don't know. We'll see. From David Gregory Kerr. I should be able to do make sudo make install. That must have been on something else. Don't know. Double the size. The Matt 705 is double the size of the Elecraft T1. Haven't played with the Elecraft T1 because when I did my KX3, I had it built with a built-in tuner, and then the amp has the built-in tuner. So I never had the urgency to play with an external tuner for one of those radios. Let's see. So this is literally my first try into little tiny portable antenna tuners. And I'm not a huge fan of adding an antenna tuner on a 5-watt radio, because obviously you're fooling the radio into thinking that it is happy, that the antenna is happy, and in reality the antenna is not happy. When I throw this piece of wire here on a binding post and I throw this out into the middle of my room and I use this and I tell it, tune this piece of wire and tune the tuna fish that's laying on the floor, the dead tuna, and it does it. Do you think that it's an effective antenna at all? It is not. It is a very, very unhappy antenna. The radio believes that it's happy because it is fooled. This is a chameleon. This is a trickster, a con artist to radios. But it does a damn good job. So, happy with that. So if I ever decide that I want to use my binding post and throw a wire or hook a piece of wire up to my fence, and I want to talk, I want to try to use my electric fence as an antenna. This will tune it. I could do it QRP, and I can talk on my fence. Let's see. Lance has a inherited Kier. He wants to learn CW. That is awesome. I want to learn CW too. I just don't have, I guess the time or the patience to sit down and do it. I wish I did, but man, I got lots of stuff going on, and I gotta get videos pumped out. So that takes a lot of my time. 991A from Ryan is what he really wants. The 991A looks like a very cool radio. I have a friend who has one. I might bring it over here one of these days and play with it and do a review. Seeing as it, yes, I borrowed the FTM 300 to do a review. I'm at that point where, I don't want to buy every single radio that comes out. There was that Discovery 599. Would love to do a review on that, but I'm not going to spend $500 to do a review of another QRP radio. Some of them, which I think are game changers, I will spend my money on. Others, if I don't think it's a game-changing radio for me, personally for me, which means that if I don't think that a radio has the potential to become my go-to radio, I'm just not so eager to spend all my money on that radio. Just is what it is. Let's see. I think the stream is delayed for me. Thanks for the advice. The no tune wire one. Okay, well, I'm missing. You guys are helping each other. That's what I love about this. Is I go off on my little freaking tangents, and you guys are doing your thing. I've been using the T1 with a 705. It is fine, but for some reason, the BNC connection, there is slight movement causing the contact to drop on and off. Don't know. Maybe the BNC connection is worn out on something, or bent, or it just wasn't a good fitting BNC connection from the get-go. Let's see. Absolutely are about tuners. They are matching units to keep the finals happy, not tuning the antenna. Yep. That is absolutely 100% the case. If at all possible, especially when you're using a low power radio, the more you can tune the antenna, actually shortening or lengthening the wire or an element on the antenna to tune the antenna, the better off you are. You'll put out that full 5 watts or 10 watts or 20 watts. Fool the radio, and the radio thinks it's putting out a full 5 watts, 10 watts, 20 watts, but literally the radio puts everything out to this. This is then absorbing. There's called forward power that's going out over the the antenna, the end of the antenna, and then what's left over, what it doesn't like. Here's how the best way I can explain it. What the antenna doesn't like, it throws it back, it spits it back at the radio. This just absorbs what the antenna doesn't like, and if the antenna doesn't like half the signal you're putting out, your 5-watt signal is now 2 watts. Yay for that. Yay for 2 watts. Let's see. And we have another one from Tyler Jameson. Talk to you during motorcycles on the air. Yes! Woohoo! Oh, KN6JUQ. Tyler, you, my friend, are in next week's video. So thank you. That is freaking awesome. That just rocks so freaking much. Awesome. Let's see, from Dennis. When I do the 705, would be interested in my thoughts versus the Elecraft T1 tuner, which is cheaper. You know what? Let me see if I can't get a hold of a T1 tuner and that and the Elecraft antenna, and maybe, just maybe, I will be able to do some shootout videos on those things. BioNO from Orso 735. BioNO 12-volt lithium is what Josh at HRCC recommended. You know what? A ton of batteries out there. BioNO kind of has it down to a science. Depends upon how much battery power you want, how big it is, what you're going to be powering too. So take all that into consideration. If you're going up, if you're doing some motorcycle type stuff, or you're going up soda hiking, where you're packing it all in, the smaller the battery, the better. The beautiful thing about lithium batteries is they are fairly freaking light, and they're very, very efficient. So you can run them down to zero. I actually saw a battery. A friend of mine, we were on a motorcycle ride. His battery went bad. We jumped him, got him off to a motorcycle shop. They were going to sell him a stock battery for $100, and for $120, they had this lithium battery, and it was so light. It was unbelievably light. Lithium battery for a motorcycle. Hooked up the same way, did everything. I think BioNO kind of has it where they might have power poles on it because they kind of know what the market is. But BioNO batteries, good stuff. You know what I want to talk about? I want to change gears. I want to change the gears for a moment here. Because on these live streams, the last part of it, what I really enjoy doing is talking about the prepper end of well, not just radio, but the prepper end of prepping. And one of the best investments that you can make, and I'm upgrading these today, as a matter of fact. This is night vision. And you want to talk about a force multiplier that I haven't really talked about on the channel. Guys, if you haven't looked through good night vision, and if you're serious about prepping, now, if you're not, no sweat. You know what? The next 5 minutes, just, I don't know, listen to some music. But honestly, This is a PVS 7 night vision goggle. These are this is a Russian copy of the U.S. military night vision. These were standard issue for guys for years and years. These things are good, but I've got some PVS 14s. I work with in my other life, my other world. I work with a company called BDS Technologies. I've also worked with another company, US Night Vision, doing stuff. US Night Vision today has a set for me of the new PVS 7 white phosphorus. I will show you guys some video of that. But anyway, force multipliers like you cannot believe. These things come on very, very easily. What I love about the PVS 7 is the fact that standard AA batteries work these things. So you don't have to wait for special military batteries or anything. Man, go to Costco, go to wherever, get some AA batteries, and you've got these things working. These are very, very easy to work. They have this is a filter lens here. So if they get activated, if they get turned on, like right now, on, and let me see if I can't put this up to here and maybe get you, yeah, there. So there is, so night vision, and I could, let me turn this off and this. So, fairly dark in here, but anyway. And, oh, come on, where are you? And there's another thing that you can do. So now I have, it's got an IR flashlight. But anyway, in the dark, kinda, sorta, kind of hard for me to demonstrate night vision on a live stream. I can't believe I just tried to do that. Anyway, guys, honestly, think about, if you are serious into prepping, if you are a current or former operator, this is probably the biggest force multiplier that you could ever do. I mean, I can do with a set of night vision what it would take 3 or 4 people unaided to do at night for any night operations. And I have my brother Bernard. Thanks for everything that I do for you guys. Thank you guys, because you are the reason that I do this. I mean, I love doing these because you and I get to interact in real time, almost real time. Maybe a couple of minutes. Lithium for motorcycles is the way to go. Save space for extra tools. Great on my FZ09. Let's see. Man, that was awesome. Lithium does very much need an internal battery management system and or special charging. Now, That might be the killer. If a regular battery charger, or if it can't just charge off of solar panels and something, that might be a killer for that. But let's see. Good lithium has the management built in. Okay, well then that took care of that. My wife has an active non-interest in radio. Wait till yes, from Marty. No code tech. Wait till your wife gets into radio. My wife is a radio ham junkie. Yes, Marty, you have probably the perfect wife. Here's what you do for the no code tech. And I know I'm jumping from conversation to conversation. If your wife is into preparedness, being prepared for whatever happens, some people call it being a prepper. That's what I mean. Let's just be real. That's what it is. That's the hook that I'm using to get my wife her license. Is the whole prepper aspect of it. Now, otherwise, she would have absolutely zero interest. Now, she has a slight interest in firearms, and that's just because of who I am, what I do, and the fact that we are into preparedness. She wants to be prepared, so she doesn't mind when I spend. Today's purchase is going to be significantly more than these. I don't even want to say how much because it depresses me when I learn how much. But anyway, I digress. When your wife becomes a radio junkie. Tim from England, good to see you. Lithium batteries don't come in 14 volts. That's why I use 6 and 8 volt golf cart batteries to give me around 14.6 volts. Last for days operating at full power. Yeah, I ended up for a lot of stuff using 24 volts and then stepping it down. What is my thoughts on JS8 call on 10 meters? Man, if you can make it work, more power to you. It's a fun JS8 call is fun. It's a little bit more conversational than FT8. Wow. I'm kind of getting a little long in the tooth, aren't I? Anyway, kind of wanted to hear from you. What do you guys want to talk about? 10 meters though, right now, Steve. 10 meters is still pretty dead, or at least around here. Haven't had much activity. Don't know where you are. You may be in one of those little places where 10 meters is picking up. Let's see, still wrong. And that must be, my wife has a custom made 5.56. Marty, you are my hero. When I grow up, I want to be like you. Okay. Guys, we've been on for about an hour now, a little bit more than an hour and 10 minutes. I want to know if any of you guys have anything for the good of the order, and if not, I think maybe it might be about time for me to, might be about time for me to pack it in for the day. I've got more to build. I've got to go pick up the PVS 14 goggles, and I'm selling these to a team member of mine. So he'll be rocking new to him PVS 7, and US Night Vision has gone through these in anticipation of that. Got 83 people on the stream, 64 thumbs up. Man, I sure would like to make it 83 thumbs up. So if you haven't already done it, smash that subscribe button or that like button. And let's see, what else do we need? I'll come back over here and I'll tell you, go ahead, hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell notification right next to it. It will tell you when I am doing new videos, when I'm bringing them out. Let's see, Patreon, be sure and check out my Patreon. And check out my PayPal. Also, if you want to do like a one-time, throw me $1. Just $1. Or you could do it here real quick while we're still on the Super Chat. And I really appreciate those. I really appreciate all the Super Chats, my friends. I love, let's see. Where are they? Where are my patrons? All my patrons, thank you guys. Thank you so much. You guys absolutely rock it. Between the guys that support me here when I'm doing the live streams, the guys on Patreon, the guys with the one-time dollar, the guys that are sending patches. That is so cool. I mean, look at this. All these patches here, these are all hams. These are all hams. So, thank you guys. Let's see. Nice hanging out with everybody. Yes, absolutely. Thank you guys. If you're a general, reach out to Tex, probably lonely and want a 10 meter or 6 meter QSO. Yes, absolutely. I jump on 10. I love 10. When it's in, favorite band to work, man. Been worked the world on 10 meters at 25 watts. All right, guys, let's just call it, a stream, and I will see you guys next week. I'll see you on the next video. Got a few coming out real good. Let's see. If anybody's interested in a 7300, email me and maybe we can work out a deal. Do I take EBT for donations? I don't know. We could try. Anyway, guys, thanks. 7-3. We'll catch you all next time.